Looking back now, I can see the warning signs at the time. I ignored every single one. This happened many years ago. I've never liked camping, that I'm just not built for it. The dirt, the bugs, the uncomfortable nights in a sleeping bag that somehow always ends up feeling like a rock by morning. Unfortunately, I've been camping more times than I can count. Never by choice. My dad is one of those rugged, wilderness-loving types. Every summer when I was a kid, he dragged me into the woods with his equally rugged friends to disconnect from technology and reconnect with nature. By the time I hit my sophomore year of high school, I'd had enough of suffering in silence that I finally convinced him to let me bring a friend along. To my surprise, he agreed to. So I brought my friend Charles. Charles actually loved camping, former Boy Scout, the kind of guy who knew what he was doing. But he wasn't annoying about it. He teased me, sure, but he wasn't one of those people that if I had to suffer, at least I'd suffer with someone competent. The trip went wrong immediately. One of my dad's friends messed up the campsite booking. Instead of remote woods, we got an overdeveloped campground. Bathrooms, paved paths, a playground. Not camping, glamping. My dad was furious. Then we discovered the worst part. Right next to the campsite, a full amusement park, roller coasters, carnival games. A Ferris wheel. It felt wrong. Two worlds colliding that never should have. Everyone complained. Eventually, we set up camp. Charles handled the tent like a professional. Even my dad nodded in approval. That bothered me more than it should have. Later that night, Charles and I snuck away. He had weed. Just a little. We smoked in the woods, laughing quietly. Afterward, we couldn't sleep. Too much energy. Charles smiled. That grin. He suggested exploring the amusement park. After midnight, we grabbed flashlights and climbed the fence. Security guards patrolled in golf carts. It felt like a game. But the stakes were real. We reached a roller coaster, climbed the maintenance stairs with no hands, metal playing softly through the top. The view was unreal. One photo. Only one. On the way back, we hid behind a snack shack. That's when I saw movement. So did Charles. About 30 feet away, another person crouched, watching us. Then he moved into the light. A man, tattered clothes and injured-looking gait, and his face smeared with dark liquid. Blood. We didn't speak. We ran. The next morning, camp staff made an announcement that a man had been stabbed and killed nearby, disheveled, shirtless, possibly bleeding. Charles and I knew that we never told anyone, and I still regret that. This happened in October of 2016, during the clown hysteria. I was 16. After school, I took the train home, headphones in, music blasting, not paying attention. At 96th Street, I stepped toward the doors, and someone blocked my way. A clown, full costume, white makeup, red nose. He didn't speak. I tried to move past him. He leaned down, face inches from mine. I ran. He chased me, knife in his hand. I sprinted up the stairs and out of the station, called the police. He disappeared. Nothing else ever happened, but it took weeks to feel normal again. A few years later, I took a lifeguarding job at a hotel. $30 an hour, night shifts, strange rules. They specifically wanted someone who didn't speak Spanish. I lied. The job felt wrong. People paid too much. Wristbands granted access to a locked building. Money laundering? or worse, that I ignored my instincts. Then one day, I answered a call from my mom in Spanish. After I hung up, my boss stood there, staring. "How long have you known Spanish?" I lied again that he watched me for a long time, then walked away. The next day, he told me to arrive early. Said he had an opportunity for me. He tipped me hundreds that I never went back. For months, I was paranoid. Even now, I don't understand how close I came to something terrible, but I know this: the look in his eyes that day, he was deciding something. What makes these stories frightening isn't just the violence, the chase, or the threat itself. It's the moments when danger feels quiet, ordinary. In every part of this story, the narrator faces a choice: that Tio stays silent, Tio look away, that Tio ignore that vague feeling that says something isn't right. The blood-smeared man, the clown who stood too close, the employer who said nothing and only watched. None of them appeared suddenly. They all entered slowly to the edges of everyday life. Real fear is the moment you realize danger doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it just watches, waiting for you to decide. And maybe the most disturbing truth of all is this: some looks aren't judging you, that they're choosing.